Phil, I suppose you're going into this game in pretty decent nick after the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's good. We had a tough start to the season, but last 3 weeks I think we realised now the strength and depth we've got, the players we've given opportunities to, and the results have come our way at last.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the World Cup boys are close to coming back. Have you boys the last few weeks given them Nigel a bit of a headache?
Yeah, it's good to have that. I hope some of the boys have held their hands up and shown that they are good enough. Like I said earlier, strength and depth is good. There's a lot of younger players about here now, and it's opportunities for them.
Yeah. You've had Garen come in, help the coaching this year. Can you give a little bit of an insight on what he's done as a front row forward to help?
Well, we got Garen's come in just to have a look at the scrum. Vernon's looking at the line out set piece as well. So it's just having an individual there who's got the experience that Garen's got to help us, as well as the younger boys in the region to come through.
Because the caps he's had at Wales, and obviously what he knows about front row play, it's invaluable. Really.
Yeah, he's got a hell of a lot of experience, and if he passes just a bit of that on to some of the younger boys, I'm sure he'll help him a long way.
Yeah, he's a bit of an infectious character as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he likes to have a laugh and a joke, but also at the same time he's quite serious in the way he comes across as well.
Yeah. Been pleased with the way the scrum has been this year?
Last couple of weeks we seem to be improving slowly. So our real test is when we come up against the Northamptons, the Castres and the Munster of this tournament.
Got a block now, 2 RaboDirect games. I mean, you're back to the league for a couple of weeks. I mean, what are you looking at for these next 2 matches?
We just spoke today about it. We're looking to build on the last couple of weeks' performances. There'll probably be a couple of changes in selection as well. So just building really on the results, and hopefully a couple of W's before we get into the Heineken.
This weekend you've got a Saturday afternoon game. It's quite rare, isn't it?
Yeah, very rare. We play Saturday afternoons. Hopefully if the weather be good, then we'll have a nice crowd here as well, and we can play another game of rugby.
You sort of owe Ulster, weren't you, after last year?
Yeah, I know. They turned us over down here last year. It's a difficult game under the conditions, but they wouldn't have played for the last couple of weeks. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing for them, I don't know. But we've come off the back of 3 W's now, and hopefully we're on a run. Yeah,
because obviously I suppose they're in a similar situation where they've got boys to come back in and integrate as well, haven't they?
They've rested boys as well for the last couple of weeks. They've got internationals coming back, so it's a difficult one to know what sort of team they put out.
Yeah, the fact that you have scored tries in the last 3 games, that must be encouraging as well.
Yeah, it's encouraging. It's the opportunities for boys to play, and we put a good bit of rugby together in the last couple of games.
And I don't know how close Matthew is to coming back, but that's a boost, I suppose. He's
been training with us last couple of weeks. He's gone into a bit of contact last week, so I'm sure he'll probably be available for selection this week. Whether they'll give him some game time this week or next week, I'm not sure, but he is available.
Everyone talks about his scrummaging strength. Is that a big part of his game there?
Yeah, he's an experienced player. He's played a lot of international rugby in the last few years, and I think when you play rugby, you're getting the hours in, so you can be told to do enough, but his playing rugby is what gives you the experience.
Coming back from a neck injury like that, I mean, it must have been tough for him.
Yeah, I know. I've had similar surgery myself, and when the injury Matthew had to play in the front row, he just can't play. So I'm glad now that he's had it sorted and he can back to be the strength that he was for us.
When you get an injury like that, is the pain must be horrendous? Does it feel in terms
it's just limits you on what you can do, and nerve damage and things like that. It's just not going to get better. It just gets worse. So just deal with it, get the operation done, and get back as soon as possible.
And just yourself, obviously, there's notes in the stats you've been racking up the appearances for the Scarlets, who probably one of the most experienced boys in the league.
Yeah, it's hard to say that, but put the years in, get the games.
Yeah, still enjoying it, Phil.
Still enjoying
and
it.
Obviously, yes, in there there's a competition and everything.
Well, that's it. It's great. The competition pushes you on. And when people haven't got nobody pushing them, they seem comfortable. But as soon as something new comes on the scene, then you've got to up your standards again. I think as a squad we've done that in the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, someone I suppose like Rodri comes through for them in the 20s, that works a similar way as well.
Yeah, it's nice as well. You know, we struggled in the front row the last couple of seasons with injuries, but now we've got about 8 props here, which could all, you know, feature week in, week out.
It's nice not being able to go to tight head then.
Yeah, that's it. Have a bit of a break.
Yeah, similar. I feel, I suppose, last 3 weeks things have been going well. There's been a bit of a spring in the step in the camp, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's nice to get back playing, you know, consistent rugby as a squad, and you know, it shows the last 2 results, even though they were a young Leicester and a young Cardiff Blues, but we still had youngsters playing, and I think we fared quite good. Considering, you know, so
it's nice to keep fighting in different competitions as well.
Oh yeah, it's we've got momentum now. We played a good Edinburgh side, and you know, we matched them with similar team that we've played in the last 2 games. So it's just interesting now to see when the international comes back and see how far we can progress now with them.
Yeah, because I suppose you needed that win, Edinburgh, didn't you, in terms of looking at the table and how it was standing.
Oh yeah, we did need that win, but it's not as if we've been losing badly, and up to that, you know, we've been quite unlucky with a couple of games, but that Edinburgh was a must-win for us and gave us momentum then the last 2 games, and you know, we've got a big couple of months coming up, and momentum's key at the regional rugby. Yeah.
Frustrating start to the season, picking up that injury.
Yeah, it's not. You know, I was hoping for a few games, and well, injuries happen. It's how we come back now, and I'm happy with the last 2 performances, and you know, hopefully I can keep my place and keep going on for the next couple of months.
What are you expecting from Ulster on Saturday?
Oh, you know, they got a big kicking game, you know, with Humphreys there, but they got big forwards, and whether they'll play the internationals when they come back, we don't know, but you know, it's going to be a tough game. It's always a close game when we play each other, like the last 2 games last season. So we're expecting a big physical game, but hopefully like an afternoon kick-off will help us more, suit us more than them.
How will Humphreys test you as a fullback in terms of keep you busy?
Oh yeah, he's you know, he's got a good kicking game. You know, he's intelligent rugby player, but hopefully if we can, you know, get at him and settle him perhaps, but that'll be better for me than if I am playing.
See, Ulster's one of the sides, almost one of your main competitors for a playoff spot this year, because it looks like the Ospreys seem to have had a big start, and everyone talks of Munster and Leinster always being there.
Yeah, you know, everyone in the league can get a good couple of games and a run of wins, and you know, that can pick you up a couple of places, you know, but Ulster are always there or thereabouts, and if we can beat them on the weekend now, then you know, who knows, a couple of results and we'll be up there in the playoffs.
Competition for fullback, obviously Rhys has played there last few years. He's established himself as Wales' outside half now. Is this giving you an opportunity perhaps, you know, to nail down a 15 jersey perhaps?
Well, yeah, I think Rhys has done a fantastic job coming into 10, you know, under pressure as well. Not playing a lot at 10 last year, was he? So he's done a great job there. But yeah, hopefully for me now, if I can get a couple of runs of games and play well, then you know, it's all up to me now. So hopefully I'll have just play well, innit? Yeah,
because obviously with Stodd's injured as well, there's opportunities.
There's a lot of competition everywhere, so no one's guaranteed. But on a personal note, I just want to be playing and playing well.